Alright, what are we gathered here to do today? Well, the simple question is, are you looking for a car? Do you want that car to be like under $20,000, maybe $25,000 for a really clean one? How about let's give it over 300 horsepower with the potential for a lot more with only a little bit of money and some tuning? Are you looking for that car? Because I think I got one for you. This is a 2015 Ecoboost Mustang with performance pack, Recaros, premium, all that jazz. This car has under 20,000 miles, or just over 20,000 miles, under 40,000 kilometers, and it was purchased for under $25,000. The only real issue with it is the Boomer Burgundy, but we can deal with that. So it is time for a new build series, and this is actually going to be a replicated build of my orange Ecoboost Mustang. That's a car that I sold during the pandemic and I regret selling because it was just about perfect for me and I didn't realize it at the time, so I had to go out and buy another one. Why are you coming along for this? You don't have this car. Well, the idea of this going in is that I want to sell you on trying to find your own. In a post-pandemic world, cars are still very expensive, some of them, but there's some good deals to be had, and I think the EB Mustangs are probably one of the best deals you can get in terms of performance per dollar. I'm going to be basically doing just a bolt-on build of this car. I don't know. Are bolt-on cars even builds? I'm not sure. We'll let the jury decide that later. And ultimately, I think, aside from selling you on the idea of owning one of these cars and showing you the potential of one of these cars, this series is also going to be to remind me that at the end of the build I probably shouldn't sell this because I put a bunch of effort into it. Because correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes what we do is we build things and then we get bored with them and then we sell them. And then we regret selling them, or at least that's my thing. I don't know, you might be the same. So rather than keep it to myself, I'm going to use YouTube as kind of an accountability partner to make sure I keep this car when I'm done building it. So I've already made a couple mods. These are free, and I suggest everybody do them. So the first thing we've done is we've gotten rid of this engine cover thing that just stops noise and traps heat. I want my coils to be happy, I want them to be cooler, I want them to live longer, I want these solenoids to live longer, so I want to get as much heat away from being trapped here as possible, so I got rid of that stupid engine cover. How much the same? I've gotten rid of the hood blanket. If this thing burns, it's gonna burn. That blanket ain't gonna do very much. Interesting little Easter egg though. Look what they hide inside the bonnet, underneath the blanket. So those are the first two things. I've got a bunch of parts on order, and I'm just going to ask you to subscribe, and maybe just look out for what could possibly be a good series. And if you're interested in these cars but you don't know much about them and their potential, maybe this will be a good video series for you to determine whether or not you want to take the plunge and try and find one of these. And again, I think they're a great deal.